Oh, yeah, no, I got a good one.
You got a good one?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with the flow.
Okay, ready? Go for the flow. All right.
Oh, come, dear viewer, let me tell you a tale of a legend of the two boys on the couch. But they weren't all that legendary, you see. They weren't all that legendary. That's right. They were something of a pseudo.
Is this a narrator?
They were something of a pseudo. That's right. They were faking it, just like they were in the bedroom.
You acted like you had such a good idea, and you ended up doing this weird witch thing. Today we rank all the pseudo-legendary Pokemon. You know our ranking videos. All that much more in this episode of the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Ah!
Run the intro.
Run the intro.
Why did you do that?
I was trying to think of like a legend, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it I never in a million years would have guessed that was what you were going for.
Hacha.
Was that always like... Was that... Because I know that is like the He-Man meme type thing. I know
He-Man meme.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that.
But that's obviously a real song.
Yeah.
But it's like an 80s song, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if it was always associated with He-Man.
I think it was just associated with
just
being a good song.
Good song. I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on with you guys?
Maybe this is how we start every podcast.
Yeah,
now.
we find a segue.
Uh-huh.
Ryan Quigley from Bernie's Bells and Whistle podcast. Welcome back as always. I hope you're in good health.
I hope you are too.
Yeah.
And happiness is a choice. That's what Ryan.
I hadn't erased my chalkboard in maybe a year and a half.
A year and a half.
It was like a year and a half. And I had old ranky-panky to-do lists on there that I had just been ignoring.
And now it says happiness
now
is
I erased
a choice.
it and I wrote happiness is a choice. Because it is. That's the message that I like to propagate. Can I start I don't want to start with any bullshit. I want to start with a very important leak.
Oh.
Are you
okay.
familiar? Are you familiar with Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of Riddler Kahoo?
Kahoo? What?
What? Are you familiar with the gentleman?
Yes, I've heard of his work.
Okay, so there was a lesser.
He's always up
There's
against
a lesser,
Batman.
less interesting leak.
Okay.
That came out a couple days ago.
Okay. Oh.
Or it might have been yesterday. I don't know.
Oh.
On December 3rd, it came
Okay.
out.
Yes.
It's a photo of a man.
Of you.
It's a photo of it's three photos. The first photo is the top photo.
Okay.
And it's a man, two men. One is holding the game's Pokemon Black and White, the original.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
The other one standing to this person's right,
Yes.
screen right. It's probably their left.
Left. Yes.
Okay.
But our right.
Holding a Duraludon.
Oh.
Okay. And then the second picture is just one guy now holding both the games in the left hand and Duraludon in the other.
Who's the guy?
Just a guy. I'll show you the picture in a minute. I'm just describing because it's in an audio medium and they're seeing it.
Yes.
And he's about to squish them together.
Oh.
And then the third picture, they've now combined
Okay.
to make Archulodon. Okay? Okay?
It's the pen pineapple guy.
I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar with the internet culture.
Yeah, no, I know him. Okay.
Yeah.
So
what are you
Black and
gleaning?
White remakes on their way.
That's all but confirmed.
All but confirmed.
All but
okay,
confirmed.
On their way. And Archulodon, it's a big bridge. We're going to Black and White lands.
But hey, guess what? It doesn't matter if you're black or white.
I don't care if you're black, white, or polka dot.
So a lot of people are saying
What a terrible thing.
A lot of people are saying Archulodon is going to be the bridge in some way, shape, or form.
No,
or there's
I don't
going
want
to be
that.
a bridge. I don't know. A lot
I
of
don't
people are
want
saying.
that. I think
a lot
it
of
should
people are
just
saying
be
there's
a
going to be
bridge.
a lot of people are saying there's going to be a bridge from Scarlet Violet to Kalos. Kalos?
No. Well, the
Unova.
black and white
Unova.
is Unova.
Unova.
And that doesn't make sense because Unova is supposed to be America. So what is a big fucking bridge?
I don't know, but that's the first one. But I led with this one, but the truth is I don't give a shit about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm quite
okay.
excited about
Yeah.
the one that dropped moments ago before we began this podcast.
Good. Oh,
The
this is very
same-
exciting. Finally, we're on path current.
Yeah.
Yes.
The very same meme with that guy. You called him
Yes.
Pineapple Fella.
Pen pineapple. Yes.
Pin.
Yeah.
In the first picture, one is holding a Hydreigon,
Oh, okay.
and the other is holding a. Why am I forgetting the name of this fucking
He's
Pokemon?
holding
now?
a big
A
dildo.
Volcarona.
Okay.
A Hydreigon and a Volcarona.
Yeah.
They go to combine them, and it makes an apple. What does that tell you? 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 What are you getting from this? Are you getting it?
Pen pineapple. No. So we've got a dragon. We've got this big old bug. So this thing is going to be it's a Hydra, right? It's the idea is that
Multiple
snakes,
heads,
multiple
sure,
heads,
yes.
and it's bug dragon. Is that what we're implying here?
That's what I'm implying.
That's what you're implying.
That's what I'm doing. Because I'm a good problem solver.
You better damn well say it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
That
thinking.
was a weird little face you made. Here, you better damn get yourself.
That's what I'm
ready.
saying. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a Hydra bug dragon type.
Hydra bug
That's
dragon
my hope.
type.
That's my hopes and dreams.
I gotta tell you, I don't like this little apple thing. I liked Flaplin. I like
well,
that.
you just
one.
made one up. Flapple.
No, Flapple. I like Flapple.
Yeah.
I like that one. I don't like any of the other ones.
Well, but this one, Dipplin, I don't think anybody likes Dipplin, to tell you the
I
truth.
don't like Dipplin.
I don't think anybody gives a shit about
But
Dipplin.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna like. I have a feeling that they're gonna find a way to fuck this up. And I don't know if it's.
I don't
I'll
think
eat
that
my
you're
hat.
necessarily. I don't think you're necessarily wrong, but are you not at least excited for Bug Dragon?
I would be if it was a dragonfly. I think this is a kind of a weak way of doing it. I do like Bug Dragon, but I think it's I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit of a hater.
I was just say, it's so difficult to please.
I know. I'm sorry. I only am pleased when it's on my own terms.
You don't like being surprised by a joy.
No, it'll be great. I can't wait to see this apple.
It's gonna come out. It's gonna have multiple heads and shit.
Unless they make it like little tiny apple, big fucking heads coming out. Like if it's really big, I dig that.
Okay.
But I think if the apple is at all highlighted, I'm done. I feel like
the apple it's overplayed. It's become a hat on a hat.
yeah,
on a
it's
hat.
because yes, exactly.
Exactly. I don't care about the apple.
I don't
anymore.
care
You're
about
right.
the apple
I do agree with that. I
Yes.
do agree with that. That's good.
But maybe that will be a new pseudo-legendary, don't you think?
Well, now, hey, why are you bringing that up, Buster?
Oh, yes, that's right, dear viewer. We've hey, fuck that news.
Fuck that news. Now we've gotten the boring
Yeah,
shit
now
out
that
of
we
the
got
way.
that out of the way. We're here for what you really want to know.
We're
which is
here
these-
and we're queer. No.
We're going through the pseudo-legendaries. We're doing your favorite type of video sometime.
Only when it works.
Only when it works with the algorithm.
Yeah.
No, we're going through the pseudo-legendaries now of each generation. We're going to throw those onto our little ranking list here, see what comes of them.
We're
huh?
going to put them through the machine.
The machine, eh?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I was trying to think of something to say to them. No, we're going to put them in. We don't need no education.
No.
We're going to throw them in there. And again,
You know where I went to school?
where'd you go?
School of Hard Knocks.
I was hoping you'd say that. These mean
And can I tell
streets.
you?
Yeah?
I took night classes.
I haven't ever heard that version of it. That's pretty
Really?
good. Yeah.
It's on Chance the Raptors, no problem. School of Hard Knocks, I took night
I
classes.
took night classes.
And you don't want no problems with me.
No, there you go.
No, you really do.
So I've gone ahead. I found a new slew of fan art.
It was a slew.
What is wrong with us today?
It was a slew.
It was a slew. You know, we're approaching a year of since our big Pokemon video.
It's really funny they say that because it's actually been over a year.
It's hey, happy year to a lot of you guys, huh? Happy anniversary.
I thought because we totally missed it. I was like, oh, we could have said or done something.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, who cares anymore? But you brought it up, and it passed like I think it might have been 2 weeks ago.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was late November.
Yeah, you're probably right because that's when the game came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here we are with some fan art for you. Huh?
think about the relationship that you and I have. Think about how
Dear
much
viewer.
Dear viewer.
So what we've done here, again, the rules are, we've got what?
Spit it out, will you?
I'm trying to remember. Go! No, so the rules as I remember it, we've got 10 different ones here, but the problem with the pseudo-legendaries is there's actually 11 different pseudo-legendaries.
And that's a big problem.
I'll tell you. But we're going to figure it out. We've got a little way of working around it. Something of a loophole, a devil's doorknob, if you will.
Game of roulette.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So typically what we do 1 in S, 1 in A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 1 in E, and 1 in F.
We're recording.
And the last ones that, the highest and the lowest ones, we decide at the very end.
Yeah, it'll all make sense in due time.
It'll make sense in due time. But because there is an 11th one, we have the ability to wild card it, and I think throw that one in at the end, maybe. And see if it mixes everything up. I guess that's typically how we normally do it anyway.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think we just get to place. I think you're trying to make it more dramatic than it's going to end up being.
I just wanted to make it fun. Listen, you never want to get content in a relationship.
Hey, we were saying it's important to keep that spark.
Yeah, keep that spark, keep the spice going, huh?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so we're gonna give it a shot and see. what happens.
give it a whirl. Let's go for it. Hey,
yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm excited.
You like the pseudo-legendaries.
I do.
Let's see if you still like them after this. I tried hard to find the funnest ones for Ryan.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Here we go. Ready? Without further ado, the OG, the original.
OG, the king.
The original
kiss
dragon
the
himself.
Kiss the ring.
Kiss the ring, kiss the king. Yeah.
Hold on. Put them all the way over here.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
What is this
Dragonite.
where is this weird thing happening?
He's got a little
there?
belly button going. A little prolapsed belly button.
Yeah, he's an Audi.
An Audi. Ooh. You ever meet an Audi in real life?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you. You're a lucky man.
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot in my day, but I do search them out.
Yeah, you go. Got a metal detector.
Yeah, I can just tell by their scent.
Yeah. Dragonite is a tricky one, I think.
Dragonite is tricky. People are going to be either very upset. People are going to be upset about this one.
Yeah.
I think Dragonite is excellent.
I do think Dragonite is excellent. In a lot of ways, to me, it's kind of shocking he's the first dragon, if you really think about it. Because they have only one go at the dragon type in the first generation, right?
Yeah.
They only have one.
Yep.
And they make him this goofy little guy.
He is goofy.
They don't make him scary. He's powerful, but he wasn't really powerful the way he is now back then. And I think he looks a little silly.
I can come out and say I think Dragonite looks a lot silly.
Yeah.
I think as someone who identifies as I like cool looking Pokemon.
Yeah.
Above all else, really.
Yeah.
I think Dragonite's design leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
That said, I think for every asshole criticism that from the school that I just said, I think it in competitive viability, in just novelty and everything, I can't put him any lower than A or B at the moment.
I feel like Dragonite lives in B as of right now. But
he ends up in C.
I have a sinking suspicion that he might be switching around a little bit.
I think you and I are in agreement.
I worry because he is such a great guy. He's Dragonite.
He's a swell fella.
Dragonite's the kind of guy that you're he'll clean your driveway. He's just a great guy.
Yeah,
but
he's always got cupcakes.
His wife isn't faithful.
His wife doesn't like him.
They're having hard times, and you don't understand on a personal level, but you understand if you take a step back.
His wife is cheating on him with a Charizard.
Unfortunately.
Everybody knows it.
What do you think of the theory that they switched Dragonite and Gyarados last minute? You ever hear about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they used to say that Dragonite looks more like the evolution of Magikarp, and,
And
Gyarados looks more like
the-
Dratini. and all
Yeah,
those
I quite like the idea.
Uh-huh,
of
I think
that.
that's a fun one.
I do think like that's always been a thing. I mean, like you've come to accept it because it's been a million years.
Yeah.
But the Dratini to Dragonite jump is just so
Yeah.
nonsensical.
Yeah.
That like I know I'm not gonna be a fuddy-duddy about it, but it's like,
What's going on here?
why do we do that?
That almost, you know what? Let's move him down to C. Next up,
What do we got?
Tyranitar.
What's
This
he
one,
doing?
this version of him reminds me of you a little bit. I have to
a
say.
little grumpy, a little grumpy. Just wants some peace and quiet.
He's got his scarf on. He's
Yeah.
writing in his little diary.
Yeah,
He's working on his thoughts.
he's got his little spectacles.
He's got his spectacles.
Yeah, I like this.
And he's looking out the window. He's like, what's all that noise out there?
What's all that racket?
Yeah, what's
What's all that racket?
what's all that racket?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyranitar is for me one that I never really used. I can't say I ever used Tyranitar.
I ran one Tyranitar team.
Yes.
Where like I cheesed it before I started a game. I like told my brother to give me an egg,
Oh, there you go.
and that's what I did.
There you go.
And it was great.
Yeah. That being said, I think Tyranitar is a goat. I think he might be really, really good.
I'm gonna have a really hard time not putting him in A.
Yeah.
I think Tyranitar is historically fucking badass.
Yeah.
I think he's so great.
Yeah.
I think I like I don't think that he is the most competitively viable.
He's been pretty good for a long time.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm saying in comparison to the rest of the stuff that we have going
where
on,
we're going with
I
this.
don't know where he stands up to the rest of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to say that Dragonite is far superior competitively than Tyranitar.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
But I think he's fucking cool.
Yeah. I think
he's really
it's
fucking
really cool.
and I think he's an A for now.
Yeah.
All that said, I would not be surprised if at the end of the day he doesn't slide down to B.
I think almost certainly. I'm a little worried about Tyranitar too.
I'm worried about
Tyranitar.
Tyranitar.
There's just some really good ones that we're about
There's
to see.
a lot of really, really good ones.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, moving on. This one I picked specifically to make things difficult for you.
Okay.
Ready?
What-
Metagross.
but what is this? What
This
is this
version of him? He's a transformer.
Oh, I can't see it. What is he transforming into?
He's transforming into a Metagross.
Spoiler alert, because we have a couple more videos
Yeah.
before we get there. Gen 3 is my favorite.
Gen 3 is also my favorite.
and
Just a couple of Gen 3ers,
Gen
eh?
3ers.
Yeah.
Gen 3ers. Richard Gears. Metagross. I was trying something. Metagross is badass too.
Yeah,
Metagross is
I
really
know.
badass. I want to put Metagross in A.
I worry that Metagross might live in my heart where Tyranitar, God, what is up with me today?
Yeah.
Is supposed to be. I feel like all the affections, all the things that I love about Tyranitar,
Yeah.
I love Metagross the same way and a little more.
I agree. This is what's going to happen. Metagross is going to go in A,
Uh-huh.
and then Tyranitar is going to immediately slide down to B. I don't know where we're going here.
All right, can we put
Metagross might end up in B.
Metagross might end up in B, but
Put him in A for now.
If Metagross ends up in B, Tyranitar
He's not long for A.
yeah,
He's not. He's Lord knows where he's
his
going.
life is. I'm putting Metagross over Tyranitar right now.
I think that's perfectly reasonable. Steel
Okay,
Psychic.
come on, Metagross is
Oh
so
my god. Mega
goddamn
Metagross.
so good.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Meteor Mash.
There might be an argument that I'm going to make that he stays in A. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of great pseudo-legendaries. There's a lot of great pseudo-legendaries.
This is going to be tough. Ready?
Yep.
Moving right along.
Show me the money.
The first time they got a Dragonite. Salamence, baby!
Salamence.
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 Man, oh man.
The question
What do
for
you,
me
you know?
is, this is not the discussion for this podcast,
Yeah.
but is Salamence the coolest dragon Pokemon of all time?
I
Non-legendary.
think- Yeah, I know. I think.
Do you know what I'm
maybe.
saying?
I don't know. I think that might be something down the line.
Mega Salamence.
I just feel like they've yet to do him.
Wind or whatever the fuck.
Raging
Boner.
boner.
I hate the name.
Raging C word.
Yeah.
That's his word. That's his name.
Raging. See you next Tuesday. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you, Salamence is a damn near perfect Pokemon.
I feel like they really can't go wrong with this.
Everybody on planet Earth has run a Salamence. I don't give a shit.
It's so good.
badass, so good competitively. I love Salamence. It's an A.
It's an A.
It's an A. And guess who's going back down? And you know, and he's above Metagross.
And he's above Metagross. Yeah, of course he is.
Tyranitar.
See ya next Tuesday. Tyranitar.
Do it
Man.
Do sideways.
Yeah,
kids like when you do the sideways.
Put them on their backs.
Yeah.
So right now we have 2. We can keep 2 resting in A until the end, and then we will slide 1 up.
Yes.
That's the rule. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Next up.
But we're not even considering our wild card.
I know we're not.
Go ahead.
We're not even considering the wild card move. All right.
Yeah.
Ready? So.
Yes. I'm listening.
This is when I think things will start to get
things
little
are
hairy,
getting a little dicey.
a little dicey.
Okay. You always pick a gay one. You always pick one that's a little homoerotic. You always throw one in.
I'll explain to you why.
Okay.
For one, it's the bells and whistles podcast.
Yeah, right, with the bisexual light.
Yeah. No, it's for whatever reason I feel a lot more comfortable going on your Google Chrome and seeing and being like handsome Garchomp fan art than sexy big tits Garchomp.
Sexy slutty. Slutty Garchomp wants cock. Yeah, you're right. Please continue doing the gay ones. Garchomp wants a bite of that
but
dick.
don't worry. We've got some other ones coming up that will even it out a bit.
The night is young.
The night is young, right?
Yeah, okay.
This is when it gets really tricky, isn't it?
I'm not even going to lie to you. I forgot about Garchomp.
Uh-huh.
I was just blindsided.
Yeah.
Completely right now. And I'm surprised at how easy it is for me right now to put Metagross in B and put Garchomp in A. It's actually like there's not one atom in my body that will be like, is that not the right move? Garchomp is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Garchomp is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
There's part of me that wants to put Garchomp over Salamence.
After biting yourself in the ass here, just saying that Salamence was the coolest dragon.
Totally. I just admitted I completely forgot about Garchomp.
Yeah.
Completely forgot.
Garchomp, in my opinion, when they were firing on all cylinders and they put, they had their crack team.
Yes.
Dipped it in Chemical X.
Yep.
And you just got this unbelievable powerhouse.
Unbelievable.
It's so cool.
Dragon ground. So much fucking all the coverage in the fucking world.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We have the wild card to rejigger if we want,
this.
but I'm confident that Metagross goes down to B.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah. It's hard. They're pseudo-legendaries for a reason.
Do you want to put who over who here? Who's on top of...
Who's the top? I kind of think Garchomp is better. I think Garchomp's design is better than Salamence's.
I don't know if I agree.
I kind of do. That's what I think. We could put him with it's whatever your pleasure is.
Okay.
Everybody wins here on the Bells and Whistles.
Yeah,
podcast.
you're right. You're
Participation.
Right.
Trophy.
Let's put him on top of each other. Right
exactly.
Here. Now I know we said this is when it gets hairy. But it starts getting hairier. It gets hairier and hairier because I have a soft spot for this one, which is Hydreigon.
I know that you have a soft spot for Hydreigon, and I think Hydreigon he's a pseudo-legendary.
Yeah.
He's sick. He's badass.
You didn't even give me anything with the Hercules screenshot.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. A little lazy.
Look, we were running out of time. You think this is lazy? Look where we're going.
I can give Hydreigon all the flowers in the world. I like Hydreigon a lot.
Yeah.
He's not a perfect Pokemon. I don't like the weird ribbon wings. I've never been a fan of that sort of look.
You don't
that?
I've
never been a fan. I like him, but if we're ranking here, this is the place for nitpicking, and I'm telling you, he's not getting above C. I think he might be. I think he's probably over Dragonite.
Yeah, for me, he's over Dragonite.
I don't think he's getting.
I
above
think I can
Tyranitar.
make an argument that he's on the same tier as Tyranitar.
That's fine, but I think your argument's going to come after we move Tyranitar down to C.
And you know what? You're right. Let's let this rest for a second, huh? In the future, you know.
Yeah.
Climate change is real, kids. We have to prepare.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
You got to be honest. The inconvenient truth.
The inconvenient.
Hey,
truth
shout
is
out to
on-
Al Gore. Shout out Al Gore. Give him a follow, will you? Tell him Bells and Whistles
Do you
sent
remember
you.
he made a sequel to Inconvenient Truth? Not a single person watched it.
What do you call it?
I think it's called like a more inconvenient truth.
An inconvenienter truth.
I think maybe it's that or it's like inconvenient solution. I think it might be.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for you, Al.
Yeah, good
Al,
for
you're
he-
welcome on the pod.
Hey, he
anytime.
figured it out.
He figured it out, guys. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, I used to like Al Gore quite a bit. I'll tell you, I think he's very funny.
I don't know how long we should hang on Al Gore.
Well,
This podcast.
I'll tell you, I think the fans have been asking for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So Hydreigon, kind of highway robbery. I feel that it's
Yeah.
there, but you know, what are you gonna do?
I don't think it's that crazy.
I think it's a really good Pokemon.
It is.
I really like it.
Sure
All right, you
is.
ready for maybe the easiest one we have?
Throw her up there. Yeah. Yep.
It's Goodra, baby.
I don't know why people like
old-
Goodra.
I
don't know why.
I'll be honest. I've yet to meet one person.
Like, no, a lot of people like it. I think it's like a gay icon thing.
and not Garchomp.
Well,
After this
porque
episode.
no los dos. Goodra's is pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Its calling card is special defense.
Yes.
It's not even dragon water type.
No.
It's
just a
not-
little dragon.
It's not a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's a good Pokemon. I'm sure it has uses.
It does its thing fairly well.
I don't think anybody wants that thing, though.
Yeah. No. I
and
know.
certainly nobody wanted that thing in their pseudo-legendary.
Yes.
This
This is when they were like, okay, we have to. They're like, all right, we've done enough cool ones. Let's give one for the weenies in the back.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't
I
know-
understand that. I appreciate that.
I guess so. I just don't know how, if you're CEO of Pokemon Company, how you allow this to happen. You know, I'm trying to avoid giving scathing reviews on the podcast. I'm trying to
No,
be more,
I know.
I'm trying to be more measured.
Accentuate the positive.
But
you know?
this is as wrong as one can be.
No, it feels
E-tier very easy.
You know, just a little slimy feller, huh?
Yep.
They're like, what if we had? Let's make a weird little chunky dragon, right? Let's put a little cum on.
Yeah, let's glaze them.
I'm sorry, Gayleen.
Yeah, sorry, Galen. I know you don't like cum
Gayleen.
jokes.
It's not fun for you. All right, ready.
Ready, steady.
And one I constantly forget about. They took all the scales off.
I quite like that.
Kommo-o!
Kommo-o. I find myself thinking
With
about
age.
as I approach death.
Uh-huh. Any regrets?
Yeah. I find myself wondering if we've actually given Kommo-o a fair shot.
Yeah.
Because the belly drum or clangorous clang
Yeah.
with the drain punch,
Yeah.
that's a cool gimmick.
Yeah.
That's a really cool
it's
gimmick.
great.
I've never really dug, and the dragon fighting is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have never really dug the design quite at all. I look at once every 3 months, it'll catch my eye. Kommo will come up and pass my gaze.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it's not awful. It's just
If you ask me,
yeah.
as I reflect the mistakes we've made,
As you meditate,
as
upon.
I've meditated upon it, Kommo-o goes in E tier.
I think it absolutely goes in E tier, but I'm saying as E tiers go, I don't know how much of him being an E tier is his fault.
I don't know. There's part of me that's a little ruthless about this because at least with Goodra,
Yeah.
it never had a chance at being anything other than it is, and that's fine.
Goodra is an undeniable ugly duck.
And in some ways, I'm like, okay, you've embraced it. Kommo-o feels like
It's trying.
it feels like like even this I feel like is better than what we have. This weird little
This
naked
weird
guy.
little naked one.
I feel like Kommo-o is just is a lizard with some pots and pans hanging off it.
I don't disagree with you.
And I think that's silly.
I don't disagree with you. I want to be very clear. I don't disagree with you. I think he's going in E tier. My one pushback, and people are going to be upset about this.
Yes.
But just as a thought exercise,
Yes.
imagine for a moment this Kommo-o was our first pseudo-legendary.
Yeah.
He held the place in history that Dragonite now holds.
Yes.
And Dragonite did not have a chance to accumulate all the history and the multi-scale and the
Yes.
competitive and all the
Yes.
stories and everything.
Yes.
Kommo-o is an objectively cooler Pokemon than Dragonite.
Yeah, I can't argue with you there.
I just remember
Yes.
as you continue your sentence, he's going in E tier. But I'm just
He
saying,
might. I feel like
consider.
before you guys start freaking out, everybody out there dressed with their their chimes attached to them,
your wind chimes.
your wind chimes. There's some other bad ones coming our way, and he will most likely have to move up into a middle ground of D, perhaps.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
maybe.
see. We'll see.
Put him in E. I think, but yes. Put him in E. Put him in
Okay.
E. We'll move things around.
We'll move things around because there's some things that are going to start messing with us. I'm going to put him. I'm putting him over Goodra.
There
How
you
about
are.
that?
There you are. There you are.
There you go. After Kommo-o,
Kommo.
Dragapult.
Yeah. You go first.
Dragapult makes things complicated.
Go for it.
I think Dragapult is very cool. I do. I
Yeah.
think he's very cool. I think his powers are very cool. I think his design is very cool.
Dragon Ghost.
Dragon Ghost.
That's hard.
That's pretty cool. For me, I don't think he's better than Hydreigon.
See, I think he's better than
I think
Hydreigon.
you're wrong. I think the same way, and I'll let you speak, but the same way that you're like, oh, Hydreigon's got those silly little ribbons, that keep him afloat. Dragapult.
I'm coming to get you.
I
I'm coming
understand.
to get you.
If we're being completely honest now,
Hit me.
I think the little arrows on its tummy are kind of goofy. I think it's a little silly.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I think the little flower petals on Hydreigon's head and the fact that its arms are heads, I think that's a little silly.
No.
So I think we're evening out here.
No.
And I think I do believe that Dragapult has a superior design to Hydreigon, but I can recognize that argument as like a wash. I
Yes.
think that's a pick your poison, whatever your pleasure is.
Yeah.
So what do we have now?
So currently, and this is when I'm willing to start negotiating with you.
Okay.
I feel as though this might be, unfortunately, the beginning of the end for Dragonite, and Dragapult takes its place.
Wow.
I'm willing to play this game with you, because I don't think Dragapult lives in B.
No, it doesn't. I was the hubris in me was about to be like, hey,
Come on now.
is he better than Tyranitar? But he's not.
Yeah.
He's not. That was me being unserious.
Yes. a little scamp.
If you die right now,
Yeah.
I say, oh no, I immediately put Hydreigon in D. Immediately. I go, man, all right, yeah. I so quickly.
I think you're kidding yourself. I really do think you're kidding yourself.
Hydreigon
with
just
this.
isn't really my thing. I've never truly been called to use Hydreigon.
I think you're kidding yourself.
No, I'm not. And I would.
There's a piece of you that's repressed.
I would pick. I'll tell you what I do before I. This is just me being mean.
Yeah.
I leave Dragapult and C alone, and I move both Dragonite and Hydreigon down to D. That was a thought that just came into my head. Why can't that be a solution?
Yeah, there you go. I think you're being mean, and because of that,
No.
Yeah.
You know damn well that's happening. I will allow Dragonite to go down to D if you put Dragapult over Hydreigon and C.
I think that's crazy.
I don't think
that's
it's crazy
so
at all.
crazy.
I don't think it's crazy at all. all. I think Dragapult is sick.
I think the same argument you have with, oh, it's silly that Hydreigon's arms are its heads. Dragapult has little babies in its ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Kangaskhan isn't sick. Don't you're
I don't
Pokemon
think
can have babies.
Kangaskhan is the epitome of cool in Pokemon. I don't think anybody's
Kangaskhan's
like everyone's like, oh man, what's the sickest Pokemon? All right, let's get this fat kangaroo.
I gave you the Dragonite in D. I think Dragapult goes over.
I thought we could agree on Dragonite in D. You think Dragonite is better than Hydreigon?
I don't know if I mean that. I don't know. This might be where our wild card ends up.
It might be. Because I have some pretty outrageous takes that I feel.
Put Dragapult ahead of Hydreigon in this instant.
All right, but you're gonna have to appease.
I'll take the wrath.
You're gonna have to appease some of the wrath that's coming your way soon.
People are already crying that we put Dragonite in D.
Yeah, but I think they understand.
I don't know if they do.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodra Hisui.
Hisuian.
Are you ready for my take?
What are you gonna say?
Hisuian ain't that bad.
It's not that bad.
It ain't that bad.
It's not that bad. The question but I don't think it's going above D.
I think it probably does go to D. I wonder.
I'm gonna let you say it.
I wonder.
I'm gonna let you say it.
I love Dragonite. I do. I love Dragonite. But I feel like the stuff that we love about Dragonite applies to Hisuian Goodra almost one for one. And I feel like Hisuian Goodra has a cooler type.
Wow. I am beside myself, children.
Yeah.
I almost want to allow you to do it.
Just to see the pushback?
Just to like let it, because
I think it's fun. I think it's funny that it's a big snail and it's depressed now. I think that's the best they could have done. It's not as drippy anymore.
It's not.
I think it's pretty fun.
The one thing that I'll say, and I'm just gonna let you're gonna be able to put this Pokemon wherever you want.
Yes.
Whether it's D or E, and if you want to move Kommo-o up, you move Kommo-o up. But I don't actually believe you that you would pick this Pokemon over Dragonite if given a 1-to-1 chance.
Probably not.
That's all I'm saying.
Probably not. So maybe we keep it like that. But I feel like we're looking at things more than just whether we pick them or not. I feel like the scope of this has been broadened because I like Hisuian Goodra's design more than I like Dragonite's. But Dragonite is easier to play with. It's stronger. It does different things.
Sure.
But Hisuian Goodra, I think, is potentially more fun to play with. I think it's got a bigger set of tools that you can play with. What
set are you excited to this? I actually don't. I 100% don't believe anymore. What set are you so excited to run with Hisuian Goodra?
I really like Body Press, Iron Defense. With him because he's super strong like that.
Right.
And then you can do a little rest. And then you put him on a rain team, and then you can have one other thing with it. Maybe you have, Dragon Draco Meteor or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's got hydration, so with the rain he heals up.
I understand. Are you really, really more excited about that than a multi-scale Dragonite?
I think that here's the thing, right? If I'm looking at dragons and I'm like, okay,
he's more gimmicky.
Yeah, if I'm looking at dragons. And I'm like, okay, Dragon Dance, strong attacker.
Yeah.
I think I pick most of the ones above Dragonite before I pick Dragonite.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, do I want the worst at the typical good thing, or do I want the best at this weird other thing?
It's fair if you want to put. I'm not gonna stop him, kids, because he put Dragapult over.
I'll put him. I know when to
chip.
stop, but I feel like I've made a really good argument for Hisuian Goodra.
It's funny to me. I thought pretty immediately that Kommo-o was going to go up.
No.
But you're right. It's Hisuian Goodra is a marked improvement upon regular Goodra.
Yes.
And that needs to be said out loud.
Yes. It needs more people need to be saying, hey, we're not such haters after all,
No,
are we?
we're really not.
All right. Now, this is typically when we would stop. Do you want, before we dive into this most recent generation, do you want to divvy out who goes where? And then we put the wild card in at the end? Or do you want to just throw Baxcalibur in now?
I think we'd throw Baxcalibur in now, and then I think we talk about Baxcalibur, we do a little monologue on Baxcalibur, and we make our final decisions.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Now, this version of Baxcalibur, the picture I got, is going to maybe make it a little easier for you, okay?
All right, yeah.
Ready?
Does he have tits? What the fuck is this? No! No, the children! How'd you find this?
One of the first things that popped up.
I'm a bigger fan of this Baxcalibur. I'm a bigger fan of Baxcalibur than you. I know that.
I am not crazy about Baxcalibur. That being said...
Game, respect, game.
Game, respect, game.
Yeah.
If I looked like that...
If I had them jugs.
Yeah, I'd have to have some respect. No, I think... Here's the thing.
Yep.
I think Baxcalibur, the way Baxcalibur looks in the game, to me, is kind of lame.
Okay.
But I think over the course of this generation, Baxcalibur has gotten a lot of very cool little toys to play around with.
Okay.
I also now, with snow replacing hail, I think it's probably stronger.
Yeah.
And I think the fan art that's not this is pretty cool.
Right.
So I'm willing to give Baxcalibur the merit that it probably deserves.
Okay.
I'm willing to play around.
Now, the question for me to you is, what does that mean in the context of this ranking?
In the context of this ranking, I see Baxcalibur living side by side Hydreigon. In my head, Baxcalibur is better than Dragapult. But I you know.
In my head, Baxcalibur might be better than Dragapult and Hydreigon.
Okay.
In my head. I don't mean this.
Yeah.
But is there not an argument to be made that Baxcalibur kind of is a new, fun, fresh twist on everything Tyranitar does?
Yeah. No, I think about that too.
Doesn't have the history.
Doesn't have a history.
He's a rookie.
He also loses to Tar. I think pretty much 10 times out of 10.
Sure. But that's an unfair.
It's an unfair game that we play.
A Geodude can beat a Charizard.
I feel like you heard me out with Hisuian Goodra. I feel like I'm willing to put Baxcalibur in B
as the wild card. My goodness gracious!
I'm willing to do that.
That's fat. But do you mean it?
No, because what I really want to do is make Metagross the second A as our wild card.
Wow.
And then we can fight over what goes in B.
Wow.
But I think Metagross has done the work. I think Metagross needs to be an A.
This is interesting.
Uh-huh.
Because what really should happen?
Yeah.
I
if
think
we lose our subscribers.
If we were like regular fucking human beings,
yeah.
Metagross would be the second A, Tyranitar would be alone in B, and Baxcalibur would be in C with Dragapult and Hydreigon.
Yes.
But we've already made these rules for no reason.
We can't. We have to have our rules.
There's something that feels wrong to me.
Rules.
There's something that feels wrong to me about Baxcalibur being better than Dragapult and Hydreigon. But I think he is.
Yeah.
I think, man, who do I pick? Dragapult or Baxcalibur?
I like Dragapult. I know how good he is, but I also wonder if we have very fond memories of Dragapult because he's the only good Pokemon in that generation.
There's a couple good Pokemon, but yes. There's something about Dragapult's uniqueness that I really dig. And I'm sure that there's a version of that you feel for Hydreigon.
Yes.
But Dragapult is like its own thing. Doesn't have wings, but he flies. The translucent tail.
This one has
fast.
tits, though.
This one does have tits. All right, fuck it. Baxcalibur and B. There's something that feels so wrong about that, doesn't it?
I feel like we're just adverse to change, you know?
Okay. Let's do this right now. Put Goodra in F for me.
All right, Goodra's going in F.
Thank God. Put Metagross in B.
You mean an A?
An
up
A,
here?
an A, an A. And Baxcalibur.
Do you want Tyranitar over Baxcalibur?
I think you have to.
Okay, there we go.
This is a tough thing.
How
our S?
how much of a fucking, you know, normie guy do we want to be? Because Garchomp is screaming out to be S, but I feel so cringe doing that because it's so obvious.
No, I think Garchomp goes in S.
You think so?
I think pretty handedly. Not handedly, because Salamence is so fucking excellent.
Even though Salamance's Mega Evolution is better than Garchomp's.
I don't know how much better it is.
We're thinking design wise, but I think its power level is better.
Sure.
Salamence gets Dragon Dance, Garchomp doesn't.
Right. I don't know. Stab Earthquake.
Would you take Stab Earthquake over Stab Dual Wing Beat?
Jewel Wing Beat? My vote is for Garchomp. And I think your heart says Garchomp.
I know Garchomp is what people, what everyone expects, but it's just so. He's oft overrated, but it's not true. He's just that good.
Can I throw you this?
What?
You said that you wanted your wild card to be Metagross as the second A.
Yes.
I raise you.
Okay.
Salamence as a second S.
So where does Metagross go?
A.
So Metagross stays in A, and Salamence is a second S. Wow.
Put her there.
I almost wanted to spit in my hand and do it.
I think that's what happened. Salamence, second
Put him
S.
up there. Come on
Second
now.
S.
We did it.
Whose podcast
We
is this?
solved world peace.
There you go.
There you go.
That's how you do it, children.
That's how you do it in the hood.
I'm telling you. We could freak to bed if we wanted to.
Too bad we don't want to.
Nope, no interest. Just more Pokemon, please. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
I think this is very good.
There's something that's so wrong about this Baxcalibur here, but what are you going to do, right?
What are you going to do? Huh?
I'm stopping recording now.
Yippee! Hey, well done.
That wasn't too bad.
That wasn't so bad.
What are people's main beefs going to be? The main beefs are going to be indecisive about choosing an S, Baxcalibur perhaps too high, Dragonite far too low, and I'm gonna guess.
I have a feeling we might get in trouble with Kommo-o.
Kommo-o, really?
I feel like people like Kommo-o.
I was gonna say maybe there's a Kommo-o stan or two,
or 2 or 3
that really get their blood boiled. But Dragonite in D tier was not something that I saw coming.
Yeah,
but that was only because I didn't really think about it.
Yeah, no, I know.
We
weren't really thinking.
And I think you're gonna have a handful of Hydreigon's better than fucking Tyranitar. I think that's gonna be a handful.
Yeah, I think there is a handful of those. I'm one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, kiss my ass. Pretty good.
You want to call it? We're at 51 minutes.
Okay, so we're not doing the Pokedoku.
Oh well, you're right. We got to do Pokedoku.
Pokedoku,
yeah.
or do you want to call it?
No, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Do you want to screen record, or do you want to?
I think we should screen record it.
Okay.
Because I think there's some room to have some fun. All right, so we're introducing a new segment for all of you lucky kids that stuck around to the end. We've discovered Pokedoku, which isn't really Sudoku, is it? But
no, it's Immaculate Grid.
It's Immaculate Grid, but we're having a grand old time doing it. So we figured let's screen record it. And let's, make it a weekly thing. See if we can test ourselves.
Why the heck not? Unless we don't want to do a screen record, then we don't do it that week.
Yeah.
I'm clicking. So what we have here.
I thought maybe we could do it record our phones and I could just text it to you or something. But this is fine right here.
Oh yeah.
Screen record it on our phones.
I mean, if you want to do that.
I don't know.
We're doing this.
It's fine.
So I'm clicking Flying Ground now. Okay, but we're not going to do that.
Okay.
So what we do is, so if you don't know the rules, they give you a grid. They give you 3 categories. They can be type or legendary or generation or whatever.
Yeah.
So today we have in the columns.
The columns.
We have ground, dragon, legendary. On the flying, On the rows, we have flying, steel, water. So like with each thing, you have to line them up. So if I want to click this, I need to find a water legendary type. Over here, I need a dragon steel type. You get it.
You get it. You
Keep
get
up.
it.
Keep up.
And the goal is to pick the rarest ones, the
Yes.
ones that not everybody else is thinking.
You don't want to be basic.
We're not like other girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We let you put it in our butts.
Remember I said devil's doorknob? It's devil's doorbell, I think.
I didn't know. I thought it was another one of the Casey Juniors coming around the track.
Juniors, yeah.
Okay, so where are we? So let's see. So flying ground.
Flying ground, so there's Gliscor.
Gliscor, but everybody's going to say
Everybody's going to put that. We could do Gligar. Gligar. Or we can do Landorus Therian. My famous pick
I'm
from
trying
the
to
one
think
other
of, is
one.
there not another ground flying somewhere? No, I guess you're right. I think Landorus Therian might be the one.
Put it in there. Lando T.
Landorus. Well, it's just Landorus.
Well, you want to make sure that it's the right. Put that in there.
All right, we'll find out at the end. Flying dragon. We had the Dragonite.
We've got Dragonite. We've got Salamence.
We've got
We've got Rayquaza.
Oh, can I raise you in Altaria?
Oh, yeah.
Is Altaria the one?
I think that might be the one. I don't think people are going to be thinking that.
Swablu is just normal flying, or Swablu's just flying. It's not dragon
I
yet.
think Swablu's just flying.
So we're gonna go Altaria.
Yeah.
I think that's the pick.
Altaria. I always forget about Altaria.
Not Mega Altaria. Wow. What if I just want regular Altaria?
No, that's not right.
No, but Mega Altaria. No,
It's not right. Where is it?
What the heck? Mega Altaria is Dragon Fairy.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Where's Altaria?
Why can't I get Altaria?
What are you on here? Are you on the web? Are you on Pokedoku.com? What are you?
I'm on Phraselel.
No, you don't want that. You want Pokedoku.com is the only one that works on the computer. Do the rules.
Let's play.
All right, let's start over.
All right, guys. Well, it's a completely different one.
Is it not the same? What happened
No,
here? No, there it is. It's just flipped.
Oh, it's flipped.
Yeah, it's just flipped.
What?
See? So flying ground, flying dragon,
Oh,
flying
okay. So
legendary.
we put Altaria. Wait, no. We want Altaria.
Yeah, no,
here.
God. Okay, Altaria there.
Altaria. Select.
All right, what are we at? 13%. That's the way to do it.
So, and then we have Landorus here.
All right, do you want regular Landorus or
which one do you want to do? You want
Let's do regular one. Let's see what happens.
Landorus Incarnate.
Mm-hmm.
22. That's not great.
That's not good.
Not great.
Should have done the tiger. All right, I can't think of another one besides Excadrill.
For ground steel?
Yeah.
Oh, heavens. Is ground
Which I think
steel...
everyone's going to be doing Excadrill.
Steelix is rock steel?
Steelix is ground steel.
We probably want to do Steelix.
Probably. Or no, are people going to be thinking Steelix over... And Mega Steelix is just steel.
Right.
So we can't do that.
Fucking...
You could do...
imagine you're in a cave.
Yeah.
You're walking through
And you see the
cave,
shadows.
And you see a shadow.
Uh-huh. Laron, but that's rock steel.
It's rock, I think.
Put Excadrill.
You want Excadrill?
Put Excadrill. Drill it to you. Ex-girlfriend.
23.
Oh, come on.
We got to check again to see what. Groundwater, you want to do Wishcash? Barboach?
Wishcash.
Is Barboach water ground? No, it's just water.
I think it might be I think Barboach might be, but I'm worried. I think maybe Wishcash is a safe enough bet. There's so many other water ground ones.
Like what?
Quagsire.
That's
it. No, there's another one. Swampert.
Oh, Gastrodon.
Gastrodon.
You want to do Gastrodon or you want to do?
I think Wishcash is one that people are not going to be thinking because they're going to be thinking Swampert, Mega Swampert.
Yeah. All right, Wishcash. 12, not
12
could be better.
12 could be better.
Dragon Steel. Are we left with just Hisuian?
Hisuian, Goodra, Duraludon. You could do Dialga. You can do Dialga Origin Form, maybe. We could do that.
Dialga Origin Form. What are you thinking? What does your gut say? Dialga Origin Form?
Yeah, I feel like that might be a trickier one.
But my whole thing is when people type in Dialga, why wouldn't they just immediately click?
Do the first one. All right, you want to do just regular Dialga then?
I'm thinking we should do...
You want to do Hisuian Goodra?
Yeah. And you know what? I'm typing in Goodra.
Yeah, do Goodra first because it's Goodra Hisui.
9.2. That was
well
the one.
done.
There you
That was
go.
the right
well
move.
Done. Well
All
done.
right, well done.
Water dragon. I mean, we have Palkia.
I think we should do
Oh, the
Kingdra.
Kingdra.
I think we should do Kingdra.
I was gonna say the little sushi fella.
Yeah, we could do him too.
No, but we probably don't want him. He's probably too fresh.
I think he's too fresh in people's minds.
Kingdra it is.
Is Seadra?
I don't think so. No, because the dragon scale.
Yes, you're right.
Kingdra.
Kingdra, let's see it.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Fuck me.
Who is thinking of Kingdra?
Fucking ass. Jesus.
This is awful.
Terrible.
I can't believe this.
No, this is no good.
I thought I was so smart.
Yeah, me too. Flying legendary.
Flying legendary. Take your pick. You want Ho-Oh, Legend, Ho-Oh, Zapdos, Articuno.
Who's the one that nobody cares about?
One of the Hisui legendary birds, like the variations of that, like Hisuian Moltres or something like that.
Oh,
Hisuian Articuno.
I feel like there's like a really lame legendary flying type that everybody's gonna forget. Everybody's gonna put Rayquaza is gonna be the number one.
Yeah.
But is there like Latios?
Latios is psychic. I know. That's what I was thinking.
How about?
How about?
Oh, why not like fucking one of the other Landorus? Fucking
Yeah. Okay. You want to do Tornadus?
Tornadus.
Uh
It's gotta be. Nobody should be thinking about him.
huh. Yeah.
You want to do Tornadus Incarnate or Tornadus Therian?
Yeah. Do Therian. Come on.
Therian. 5.4%.
Yeah, that's it.
Kids.
You can't teach that.
Fucking yeah. What is fucking
What is love, baby? Don't
Yeah.
hurt me. All right. Steel.
I'm trying to think of a Poketuber that we could call out. Who's
we could do.
who's
Emperor Cubo.
yeah,
Yeah,
Emperor
Emperor
Cubone. Yeah,
Cubone,
what's he
come
gonna
on.
get? Legendary Steel type is I mean,
is
what?
Melmetal legendary or mythical?
mythical. We're probably gonna end up doing one of the dogs from Sword and Shield.
No. What is it? What's not
Or
Terrakion, but
Jirachi is mythical.
Jirachi's mythical.
not yes.
Yeah.
Jirachi would be my pick, kids. You weren't thinking
Yeah.
of Jirachi, were you?
No. What's the steel one? It's Terrakion, Virizion, and
Terrakion, Virizion, Cobalion.
Cobalion. Yeah.
You want to try that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cobalion.
Cobalion.
5.4%.
There you go.
Kids.
There you go.
Jesus,
kids.
Mary and Joseph. And our last one, water legendary. Keldeo is mythical, or is Keldeo legendary?
Keldeo is mythical. I'm almost certain Keldeo is mythical because he's not with the original three of those guys.
Right.
Water
Right.
legendary. I mean Kyogre, but that's the obvious one. You want to do Primal Kyogre?
I think the primal one comes up first.
Comes up first.
But there's a
okay.
different water one.
Palkia.
Palkia.
You could do.
Lugia is not.
No, Lugia's not. People are going to be screaming at their computers with some of these.
Yeah.
Manaphy. No, Manaphy's mythical.
Mythical.
God, all of them are mythical.
I know.
You wanna
Part of me
do,
that really thinks that Keldeo might be legendary.
You want to be a little bit of an asshole? Do Arceus Water? Can we do that?
Let's see. No, we can't do it.
So what does Arceus count as? Normal?
Yeah.
What about the Tapus? They're legendary.
Tapu Fini?
Tapu Fini is legendary.
Tapu Fini.
Yeah.
Tapu Fini. 6.6.
Yeah! Boom!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, let's look at the results.
Game stats.
Game stats. Come on now.
Average score 7.2. Yeah, so Excadrill was. Well, this is Smogon's picks.
Those are their picks.
we
Let's see
matched
least
Landorus.
common and most common.
Most common. Gliscor, Steelix, good call by you. Swampert,
Okay.
Dragonite, Darulidon, yes. Kingdra, we fucking basic bitches.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Lugia, Registeel, Kyogre. Least common. Landorus Incarnate. Oh,
We were
wait.
so close.
Wait. We did it.
Wait, we did do the least
We did.
common one.
We did it.
I guess there's just
Alolan-
not that many.
Alolan Diglett, great.
That would have been a great
I told you a
one.
Barboach.
I didn't know. I wasn't even thinking with the
I know,
Barboach. And
I
you were
know.
right with the little sashimi guy, too.
Tatsugiri.
Tatsugiri.
We
We were good with Goodra.
yeah. Noibat.
Oh, we didn't think of Noibat.
Landorus Therian down here.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse.
That's even more
even
embarrassing. Necrozma Dusk.
Who would've
This
fucking
is stupid.
thought?
And then
And then
Urshifu Rapid Strike.
Yeah, I can't believe this.
That's crazy that he's a legendary. I wanna call bullshit. So wait, but average score 7.2. What was our score?
I don't know how do we look at our score?
Unique score is 140. Can someone explain to me?
Explain to us how this works.
Oh, we can see. Okay, so you see, they tell you what we did.
Percentile.
We had, yeah.
Oh, we should have done Stunfisk, huh? Look at all these
Stunfisk.
guys, huh?
Yeah.
We couldn't think of anything.
Someday we'll get the best score in the world. Stop recording now. That was fun.
That was fun.
Was that a fun segment for you? I don't know if it was.
It might not have been fun for you, but God willing, it was fun for us.
Yes.
That's what it looks like when we're having fun. We
Yes.
sit there and not smile.
Made it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening on any of the audio apps, please leave a 5-star review. You don't want to leave 5-star, leave a 4-star. If you don't leave a 4-star review, just leave a just do something
Leave a
else.
review. Leave a review.
Just leave a review. Tell us what's up. But, you know, if you want to get in contact, let's talk. What you do is you leave a comment. First of all, you turn on that notification bell, and you leave a comment or reply to every single comment. Tell us all your notes, criticisms. Hey, you guys look ugly today. Let us know. It's very important to us. But if you want to say, hey, man, fuck all that. We just want to give you money. What do?
They go to Teespring, baby.
T what fucking thing? T what?
Teespring.
It's clarifying. What do they have for us?
What? T Junction? T
Coffee Spring?
Yeah, Coffee Spring. No, that's right. So over there, we've got all sorts of anything you could need. We've got philanthropist shirts. We've got philanthropist mugs. We never even say philanthropist anymore.
No, we
but
don't
you
have
better
guests.
believe it's there. We're working
It's
on
there
a
for you.
you've been fotted shirt.
You've been
Fotted. There you go.
Yeah.
We're working. You know, we're going to pitch meetings as we speak.
We are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's there. That's how you can support us in our channel. In the meantime, if you haven't gone back, go back and look at some of our older videos like Ranky Panky. There's some fun ones there. Look at the space video. Look at look at yourself in the mirror. See if you think you
Look within.
Yeah,
Look
look within.
Look within.
As always.
Yeah.
And then as always, I'm working on putting my stuff together. I'm trying to find a cheap Elgato.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
On the
my
Facebook
streaming.
Marketplace?
Yeah, on the Facebook Marketplace. I'm not finding one.
In due time.
In due time. I need to get a keyboard. My computer came with a mouse and a keyboard. Keyboard was broken.
No way.
Yeah. Got busted in transit.
Fucking bastards.
I know. Hey, screw you, eBay.
eBay.
Name the game, eBay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get your Christmas present.
So we're doing Christmas.
Well, I'll get you one. Rolando
sure?
said we wanted to. He said he wanted to see what I'd get you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure what he meant by that comment.
Yeah.
The auction thing.
The auction. That's what he was talking about.
Okay.
Me
I
going.
was like-
getting something for him.
Okay. All right. So now I got to do that.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So $20.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
no more than 20.
All right.
bucks.
Very good. Very good. You got anything else to say?
I got nothing else to say.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
I see you. I like to be on a podcast. Yeah. I like to be on a Poketube. Yeah.
A Pokedoku! Welcome back to the Bells and Whistles podcast. Ryan Quigley from Bernie.
Should we do the Galen Walsh bit?
I figured we had started already the podcast.
No, I was just singing a little song before.
Okay, so we won't do that now.
Uh-huh.
So this will all be for Galen.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Galen Walsh, we hear you. We don't know exactly what's going on.
We're
but we hear
worried
that-
about
We
you.
hear that you're in the hospital, and everybody that's watching, do us a favor, and you guys hear us talk about Galen Walsh the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Send her your good vibes. If you pray, send her a prayer. If you see her in the comments, just say,
yeah.
I love you. You know, we wouldn't be...
We love Galen Walsh.
Galen, we wouldn't be here without
you.
Galen. She's one of our few super
I'll
fans.
tell you, there's been many a time when we were like, we should probably quit doing this, and then we would. Well, what would Galen Walsh?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't know. So
It's true, man.
you keep us going, Galen.
It's
and
true,
we're
man.
hoping we can
She
keep
just
you going.
we were just and we got a message from her as we were finishing
Uh-huh.
recording the podcast. So we had to tack this on.
Yeah. Of course.
So give we don't know quite what's going on. She said it's a little serious, so please give Galen Walsh your good vibes, folks.
Uh-huh.
Galen, we love you. Okay.
we love you, Galen.
All right, babe. We'll see you. You got anything else to say?
Got nothing else to say.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
That was a sad way of.
So dark, right?